Hey guys, what is going on? It is Chris here. Been a couple days, but hopefully you guys had a pretty good weekend. Anyway, we are looking ahead to today's massive slate for Tuesday, April 30th for MLB. Um, so as normal, hope you guys all had a pretty good weekend once again. And it's crazy, man. It's already May. Time's flying by. Hopefully you guys are, making the most of it. So yeah, as normal, still doing some MLB as normal. You guys can still sign up Wednesday and Thursday, as you guys all know. If you guys watch the video, that is the sign up days. And like I said, we'd love to have you guys join us. This was last night here for Monday. Definitely not too bad. FanDuel and DraftKings both swept here, as you see, so definitely not too shabby. Put in 225 in one tournament, two double ups, and it came in like top 1% right there in everything. So very good right there on some DK. And then over here, barely cash in tournaments, but it did cash everywhere in 50-50s if you guys were playing that way. Like I said, some of the cash lines were higher than others. In the 25, it was only a 121, and then the 50 was a 131. So depending on where you played is kind of how good this one did. So did cash everywhere, so it's normal. Love to have you guys come join us. $10 a week for FanDuel and $10 a week separately for DraftKings. Wednesday and Thursday are sign-up days, so if you do send us money any other day, you will have to wait until Wednesday to get signed up. Like I said, just makes it easier for us to track our members and, like I said, make it simpler for everybody. So, as normal, you will have to have Slack to get in on lineups as well. Check it out. It's very easy. Just like I said, once again, makes it easy for everyone to see the lineups at the same time. So, to get in on it, check out our Twitter in the comment section. All you have to do is message us to get all set up, and we'll get you in. So, like I said, if you send payments or anything on Friday and don't hear a reply, that is because we are busy. And even if we did reply to you, you will have to wait until Wednesday or next Thursday. So, until Thursday. So, yeah, like I said, that is it. You just have to wait until Wednesday, even if you do it on Friday. So anyway, that is mostly it. We got, like I said, a pretty good slate. We have a couple rain games to look at. Let's go look at them real quick. We got Minnesota and Houston. This one, as of now, has anywhere from 50 to 60% chance of rain throughout the day. So we'll have to keep an eye on this one here. I'm not too high on this one. Maybe a couple Houston guys for sure. Also watch the wind in this one because, if they are going to play and the wind's blowing out or something, definitely going to want to put a couple Houston guys. So, like I said, just go to mostly Roto Grinders. That's the place to check to see what's going on with the weather. So keep that in mind. Same with this Texans game here. Houston Rangers, my bad, not Texans. That's football. Anyway, Pittsburgh, Texas here. This one's should play here. We've got a couple thunderstorms, but, man, the wind is blowing, and I think it's blowing out. I'm not 100% sure, but it was anywhere from 15, 20-mile-an-hour winds. That's why the total's at 10.5. We'll show you that in a second. So you're definitely going to want some bats from this Texas game. Chicago and Baltimore, this game, for me, I'm pretty sure it's not going to play. Anywhere from 90 to 100% rain the entire day. So I just think that one's going to be a done for. They should call that one. And Tampa and Kansas here. This one kind of like Minnesota, about 50 to 60% chance of rain throughout the day. So we'll have to see on that one. So Minnesota, Kansas City, keep an eye on those two moving forward. This one's interesting because it has Blake Snell against Kansas City. So, yeah, let's go look at some of the totals here. Washington, St. Louis, 9.5, 9.5, Oakland and Red Sox, 10.5, as I mentioned, with the Rangers here. Let me see what else we got going on. That game, like I said, probably not going to play, and that's mostly it for the big totals. And this one should be at least 8.5 to 9. So, yeah, let's get into it. So these are some of the picks. These are not everybody. After the picks, I'll go through some of the other guys that I like. But as of now, these are the ones that are standing out to me for sure. So starting off for pitcher, easy for me, Bauer versus Miami. He'll be very popular in cash games. So if you're playing cash, just put the dude in there. He's expensive, but he should at least get you 50, 55 in this one. So Bauer versus Miami should get you at least 8 to 9 strikeouts. Could get you 10 or 11. As we all know, Miami, not a good offense. They're in a pitcher's ballpark. They're in Miami. I like it. Obviously, everyone's going to have him. So just put him in there if you're playing cash game. Bauer should just go off. An ERA under 2 So he's doing pretty good to start the year off. All right, next is Walker Buehler versus San Francisco. I know he's been up and down this year, ERA over 5. But as we all know, San Francisco, not the best hitting team. They're not too bad recently, but I still like Buehler against San Francisco here. And San Francisco, like as we all know, not the best place to hit there with the marine layer and like that. And it's a monstrous park. It's hard to hit home runs there. So don't mind Buehler. I got him in some cash games and some GPP just because I don't think his ownership will be completely high. I think Bauer and Snell maybe for sure control the ownership. So I don't mind a little bit of Buehler here. I think he can get you 35, 40, maybe even 42-ish, 43 around that range. So I don't mind Buehler. I probably won't have too much exposure to him, but still a little bit exposure to him just to see what happens. Next, we got Cole Hamels versus Seattle. So as we all know, Seattle strikes out a ton. I don't know if you guys paid attention, but Mike Minor just destroyed them a couple days ago. And Seattle, like I said, we all know they're a good offense, but they've been terrible last couple games. I think they scored 2 runs in the last 2 games against a really bad Texas team, and Texas annihilated them, I think 29-2 in those 2 games. So they're struggling a little bit right now, like I said. GPP for Cole Hamels just because Seattle could rock him in this one. But Hamels is looking pretty solid here. Seattle does have some guys that could hit lefties, but, Cole Hamels has faced Seattle quite a bit in his past with the Rangers, so I really don't mind Hamels. I think he's one of my favorite cheaper pitchers here on the slate, and also in a kind of a pitcher's ballpark, even though it doesn't look like it here early on, but still, I don't mind some Cole Hamels at all in this one. All right, GPP, we have Canning versus Toronto. I really don't know much about this guy. He's just getting called up for LA, got drafted a couple years ago, and you can just read it here on the side if we can get it pulled up here from RotoWire. There we go. As you guys see here, Canyon has allowed just 1 earned run and has a 17-1 K to walk ratio through 3 starts in AAA, so that's obviously really good. A plus fastball in the mid-90s, and as you see there, not a bad slider backed up by a decent command. So, yeah, I don't know if this guy's going to be on the pitch limit or anything like that, but he is facing Toronto. So if this guy comes out confident and, who knows, he'll maybe do half decent against them. So that's GPP only 6,100, probably more of a DraftKings play just because you don't need too much from the guy. Like I said, I only put this guy probably in a one-off lineup. I wouldn't stack with him. So he might get you 25 or 30 against a Toronto team that they can hit, but they also strike out a ton. So that's my GPP option there. And I only have 2 stacks. I do like some couple other guys. I forgot to add Texas in this one, the Texas-Pittsburgh game, so I really don't mind that as a whole. Anyway, we have Philadelphia versus Ross. Ross has given up 10 earned runs in his last 3 games, so ERA's at around 4, but he's struggling a little bit here. And I love Philly. We all know that they're a pretty good offense. Got Harper, Hoskins, Gene Sakura, and McCutcheon. Those are the main guys to look at, and they're in Philly. So I really don't mind them getting at least 3 to 4 runs, maybe even 5 against Ross. So I do like Philadelphia stack in this one. And then we got Colorado against Chacin here in Miller Park. As we know, that is a really good place to hit. Not as good as Colorado, but still a pretty good place to hit. And as we all know, Colorado has a ton of offense, and I think they can get to Chacin here for at least 4 or 5 runs. They are expensive, so I probably can't get them all in there. But Story, Blackman, Nolan, Arenado, and David Dahl for sure. I do like a couple of those guys. And as I just mentioned, Pittsburgh in Texas, I do want a couple bats from that one there. Probably more Pittsburgh guys, even though they don't have much. But, why not put in a couple Texas guys? Jordan Lyles is a good pitcher, but the wind is just crazy out there. So don't mind, like I said, a couple guys from that one. Let me see here. A couple that other I'm looking at, maybe go Vargas, Cincinnati versus Vargas, but Cincinnati, their offense has been so bad. Vargas is not a good pitcher. Maybe a couple Cincinnati guys, but like I said, I don't know if I can really go that way. I do like a couple St. Louis bats here against Washington, and I don't mind a couple Washington bats against Adam Wainwright. So don't mind stacking maybe not stacking, maybe mini stack against both these guys. I mean, it is a 9.5, so they are expecting some runs to be scored in this one. So I don't mind, a couple from this one here. So Wainwright, up and down pitcher for sure. He can either be good or he can completely suck. And he's had a little bit of a walk issue the last couple games here. He's had 6 walks, so about two and a half a game. So Wainwright and Sanchez, don't mind a couple against them. Obviously, Dozier for cheap, Soto, Goldschmidt if you want, Ozuna. So Paul DeJong, a couple of those guys. So for sure, a couple from that one. Don't mind Pittsburgh, as I mentioned there. Texas, sorry, don't mind Philadelphia, Pittsburgh and Texas, and also a little bit of Colorado bats. So, like I said, if you're not going cash and you still want a pretty good pitcher, I'd go Cole Hamels. I don't think a lot of people are going to have him in the nightcap there against Seattle. I like him, and he's a lot cheaper than some of these other guys. He's 8,700, so I don't mind him. So if that's the way you're going. But if you're going straight cash, definitely got to go Trevor Bauer for sure. So that is mostly it, guys. As normal, it was a pretty good night for us last night. Come join us, only $10 a week for FanDuel and $10 a week separately for DraftKings. Like I said, $10. That is it. We'd love to have you guys come join us. Check out our Twitter in the comment section to get signed up on either website. So, that is mostly it. Hopefully you guys have a pretty good day. Not sure when I'll do a video again. If I do it tomorrow, we'll see you tomorrow. If not, I'll see you in a couple days. So that is it. All right, guys. See you a little later.